The Los Angeles Lakers. They had 2 picks, the 17th pick and the 55th pick. And with the 17th pick, they took Dalton Connect. JJ Redick's first move in his tenure as head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers was to get the best offensive player in the draft and Dalton Connect. Okay. I want y'all to understand this. Okay. I am a Laker hater. I'm upfront and personal about it. I do not like the Lakers. Why you think I don't like LeBron James? Because he got on a purple and gold uniform. But if I'm being honest, this was the steal of the NBA draft. For you people, you GMs out there, everybody that picked before 17, how y'all let the best offensive player in the entire draft class fall to 17 is beyond me. And if age is the reason, every single one of y'all that's 1 through 16 need to slap aside your goddamn head. You have an experienced guy who can play the game, who is a walking bucket. If you haven't been paying attention to Tennessee this past season. And it says right here in the pre-draft analyst, Connect is the top all-around scorer in this class. I put it in the box for you. The top all-around scorer. You let that fall to the Lakers and JJ Redick. I believe he got around pick 13 when he actually hit me. I'm like, we on pick. He's going to fall to the damn Lakers. Ain't this something? JJ Redick's going to grab him. It's going to grab the best offensive player in the damn draft. Go freaking figure. Oh my gosh. I mean, dude, this man here averaged 21.7 points in a game per game in the SEC. That man put up 40 against Kentucky. He put up 37 against the Purdue Boilermakers in the Elite 8 game. Yeah, I believe it's in the Elite 8 in this past tournament. Only reason why they lost because they had Zach Edey and some other players stuck there for Purdue. But that man there against Purdue was going toe for toe with Zach Edey when it comes to carrying a team to the finish line. And look at the post draft. I'm going to read the post draft for you if you can't see it. It says, after a prolonged slide out of the lottery where ESPN and many NBA teams had him projected, but 16 teams passed up on him. Connect becomes an excellent value who gives the Lakers an experienced wing scorer as they revamp the roster around LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Connect will play for a coach in JJ Redick who will presumably have a strong sense of how to optimize his scoring ability, making this a nice fit and unexpected potential core for the Lakers. I'm going to read that first part again. It literally says, after a prolonged slide out of the lottery, which is picks 1 through 10, where ESPN and many NBA teams had him projected. Many of the NBA teams had him projected as a lottery pick, right? And 16 of y'all passed him up. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I just want to know. Make it make sense. That's what I want to know. Because if you're saying his age, because he's 23, man, look here. Y'all are ridiculous. If age is the reason why, y'all let this man fall to the Lakers. The best offensive player in the draft falls to the Lakers. Like the best offensive player falls to the draft when he's worth projected to be a lottery pick. 7 spots from a lottery pick, because the last lottery pick is 10. 17 effing spots. 17. 16 teams passed on him. What the freak? I don't get it. But yeah. Now, if the Lakers come out busting, you know what? It's because Dalton Connect is able to help the Lakers immediately. Every last one of y'all, from picks 1 through 16, need to be slapped because y'all allowed this to happen. Now, that's a great segue of allowing things to happen because in the second round with the 55th pick overall, the Lakers selected Bronny James. That's right, the son of LeBron James, and who didn't see it coming? There was all kind of reports that Rich Paul was threatening teams that if you pick Bronny James, he's just gonna go to Australia and play there and all that other stuff. Do not mess this up and all this other stuff. If it's true, it's true. If it's not, it's not. And I had to literally say here the first thing I said, I don't know how I feel about this. I really don't. I really don't, because to be a troll to the Lakers fans, I wanted Boston to draft him, and that would be a very interesting concept because do Bronny James really want to go to Australia when he's on a championship roster team? And then they'll add more food to this Lakers Celtics rivalry. That was just me being a troll. Okay. But if I'm being a real honest analyst and a guy who covers basketball the way that I do, my true feelings is I really don't know how to feel about this. Because on one hand, you have a father duo for the first time in NBA history, and they happen to be black. So there's a lot of black people on social media who are saying we should embrace this because this is history and black people don't get these things as often, which I hate when everything becomes a race thing. I really do. I wish it wasn't, but for some reason, even with the Caitlin Clark situation, I wasn't looking at it as a race thing because I wasn't looking at it. I was looking at her skills. I was looking at what she played, how she plays, and how she plays reminds people of Steph Curry. She just so happened to be white to do it. But nevertheless, majority of the people in this country likes to make everything about race, which is a problem because everything shouldn't be about race, but it is. So yeah, on one side, I understand it's a father and the son duo. It's the first time in NBA history we can get to see this, especially in the black community. We get to see our father and son duo drafted on the same team, playing on the same team. Okay, that's one side of it. The other side of it, if Bronny James makes the actual roster, because first he has to make the roster still. Just because you get drafted to the team doesn't mean you make the roster. I want people to understand that. Just because you get drafted to the team doesn't mean you have an automatic roster spot. You don't. You still have to do some things to make the roster or you get cut. With that being said, if Bronny James actually makes the roster, and if the Lakers don't come out winning, it's going to be some problems because even though people already look at the Bronny James the way they do, it's going to get raised even more. But if you believe it or not, in my opinion, it's going to get raised even more because be wasted the spot on your son, and y'all still ain't winning. Outside of the fact that y'all do have a first-time head coach because JJ Redick doesn't have no coaching experience at a high school level, college level, or NBA level. But knowing how the media is and how people are when on social media and on the internet, first order of business going to be not the fact that JJ Redick doesn't have the experience or whatnot. They're going to look at Bronny James and LeBron on the same team, sharing the same bench, and the Lakers is losing. That's how people are. Is it fair? Hell no, it's not fair. But that's how people in the media are. Now, the most likely way what's going to happen, listen to some NBA experts like Brian Windhorst. Bronny James will be part of some league team for the Los Angeles Lakers. He'll even go down to the G League, play for probably a year and whatnot. In all senses is that when it's time to make the roster for the upcoming season, there's a likelihood that Bronny James won't be on the roster because he'll probably be down at the G League to develop and do whatever the case may be, to do what he needs to do. And then whenever they feel like he's ready, they'll call him up to be on the official roster of the Los Angeles Lakers. But I don't know how I feel about this because people want to harp on the fact that he didn't do well in college. First and foremost, and I said this at the beginning of the season. I said this when he made his debut, and I'm going to say this again. The man almost died. The man had a cardiac arrest, okay? The man almost died, okay? Literally almost died. The man didn't play until January of the college basketball season. The man didn't have an offseason with his teammates because he almost died from a cardiac arrest. I want people to understand that. Stop looking at the stats for him. Don't look at stats with him. Remember that he had a cardiac arrest, which could have killed him. Okay? From him going from there, which was back when, my fact, almost a year. This happened either June or July. I can't remember, but it's around about close to the time when he had it. It was around summertime when he had it. So we talking about around this time in our next month when this happened. All right. When that man had cardiac arrest. Okay. Just think about it. Almost a year ago, this man almost died. Was able to get on the court at USC, and now he get to hear his name drafted by the team that his father plays for. Okay. Think about all that. If any of that happened in a year to anybody else, it would be celebrated. Because one, you could have been dead. Two, you was able to get yourself back on the court or the game that you wish you loved. And then your father is on the team that just drafted you. So in that respect, be respectful and celebrate the fact that this young man heard his name called in the NBA, knowing the fact that he probably wouldn't have been on the court last year because of what took place physically within him. So in that respects, congratulations to Bronny James. You were drafted into the NBA. Now, which way the Lakers go to use you, that's their business. And I'm pretty sure they'll ask LeBron and talk with LeBron and stuff like that and make sure this is what's best for the team and not just best for the Jameses. Okay. Because this is the Los Angeles Lakers we're talking about still, which means we need to win championships. And the fact that the Lakers Nation had to watch the Boston Celtics host the Larry O'Brien Trophy for the 18th time, I'm pretty sure they feeling some type of way still, but they gonna work past and they gonna see how JJ Redick and company do with this roster that they got. But for right now, congratulations to Bronny James, because who knew if this was gonna be capable after what happened last year, about a year ago? Who knew this was? Who ever thought this would be capable? Because you had a legit health scare. We're gonna call it a scare. That's what we're gonna call it. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it at that.